Anyone warned me not to binge watch all of 7 Seconds in one go. I mean, that Netflix show. I mean, this is my review for Married to Medicine, Season 5, Episode 15, In the Black. I'm just telling you, I am reviewing 7 Seconds because there's a lot that happened. But I need a break because that was, that hurt my feelings. I mean, I should not have watched that from Friday afternoon all the way to like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning on today. Jesus. Anyway, so this episode, this didn't feel like a season finale. This felt like another episode. I get they tried to wrap it up, but I'm just trying to figure out why. It didn't do a great job wrapping this show up. So we'll start with Toya and Eugene. He's on a new diet, and well, actually before that, Eugene talks to Toya, and he again acknowledges he used the N-word. So for everyone who was confused, I was right last week. He did use the N-word. I went on Toya's Instagram, and that's how I found out. Twitter, I mean. But the thing is, he acknowledges that, just calling those group of ladies that was messed up. So he is willing to apologize even individually to all of them. Some of them are just like, look, this group acts crazy, so I'm not going to go jump out the window with that. Some are like, no, I need that apology quick, fast, in a hurry. Well, actually, Dr. Heavenly comes over to Quad's house, and they do discuss that again about how, Eugene was on one that time, and Heavenly, of course, she felt a certain way because she stormed out of her own event. But the thing is, like I said, how do I feel about it? I feel like I get what he did. He tried to shock them into realizing the way how you're acting in general is not right. Get it together. That was his message, his delivery by using that word and grouping all of them together. I do understand why they were, offended. Whoever was like truly offended and who wasn't. But aside from that, I'm not going to go and act like, Eugene's just, he's just so terrible. That's the worst thing. No, that's not even close to being the worst thing that was said, that these ladies have said to each other on this show. Maybe not this season, because they were pretty good this season. But trust. But I definitely don't like grouping everyone all together. But that's why the phrase, the company that you keep, is so real right now. Anyway, let's see. I do like that Heavenly did make Quad aware that you went below the belt with Toya, though. How could you go and she made comment about something, because Toya was even talking to Eugene, like, I made comment about something that was going on in Quad's life. She flat out attacked me on something that was a real issue in mine. And Dr. Heavenly's just like, you hurt Toya's feelings. Like, what you said. And Quad's like, no, I did. I said, Quad, now stop that. Now stop that, because we know you're smart. So when people who are smart say certain things, I'm just like, no, don't do that. Don't insult our intelligence like that. We know that you meant what you said. You said what you meant in the moment because you felt attacked. And so then that was your rebuttal. It wasn't just so, I was just saying what I had to say and was being cute with. No. I do like that Cecil and Dr. Simone, they took, was their older son Michael? I think so. He graduated high school. He's going to Harvard. And so congratulations to him. Obviously, he's already there, but shout out to him. It was cute that the hostess came and was talking to him when she found out why he, what the celebration was all about. This is so funny. This is so goofy. Just so goofy. It is refreshing to see, someone his age that that isn't trying to act like, ooh, yo. Now his brother on there, oh, Cecil and Simone, they need to watch out, because I know that he's, at least for now, is mainly talk, but when that stops being talk, oh, I have to watch out. Anyway, Toya lets it be known that, well, once, I guess Eugene, he had the $50,000 that they needed to write that final check to the IRS, or that big lump sum check to the IRS to knock out their tax debt. She was like, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. And because of that, now we have to do it in the black party. Eugene had that same look we all had, which was, oh, so we just got in the black and we're going to spend. She said, no, we're not going to spend that much. Obviously, we're going to spend something, but we're not going to spend that much. He said, okay, good. So yeah, not that much. And it was like, I just want some friends and family. And here's the thing. I will have just invited them over to the house and done it that way. But again, if I'm not cool with everyone, I wouldn't want everyone at my house. And I'm just doing a general party and wanting to invite everyone, so I can understand that. But whatever. That's all I've done. Even like having it catered, that would have been a lot more cost expensive for in the black. But you know what? It's Toya and Eugene. They both agreed on it. They probably both just wanted to get out and celebrate. And so I get it. We're still just kind of like, but again, it's always the concept of, if you have the money and you can afford to spend it, then that's fine. That's not the problem. The problem is the mismanagement of money. But anyway, Contessa, she's at work. It's her last day. She's still decided that she wants to go and be at home with her kids. That's going to be interesting. I wonder how long she's going to do that, because I feel like when you're in that profession and you put so much focus on, she's definitely gonna definitely gonna get a side thing, definitely, or maybe something running out of her house. Because I can't just see her cold turkey right now. Yeah, that's a lot easier because this is all she knows. But moving forward, I'm not so sure. So she had a patient. It was her final patient, and her patient had migraine issues. So they did these different tests to kind of make sure that I guess to see what the root cause was. And the funny part is the patient was also a nurse. I'm like, go figure. The patient was also a nurse. Contessa was like, this is my last day. The patient was like, well, I understand, because I went from obviously being in the hospital, wherever she was as a nurse, to being at home with her kids. And then she started to teach. So I said, okay, I get that. And I'm glad that Contessa, she has, like I said, the support system that allows her to just focus on her family. That's great. Dr. Jackie and Curtis are back together. And so I'm going to be honest, I did not think that was going to happen originally. I thought Dr. Jackie was just trying to not put the nail in the coffin in her relationship. And that's why she was still entertaining the thought of being with her ex-husband, well, her separated husband. But she invited him back in, and it's funny, she kind of slipped into her old ways for a second by going on her computer as soon as she got home. And he was like, hey, whoa. And they have a walk in their neighborhood, and they just agree that they're going to go and focus more on each other. And he even came into the confessional with her, so now it really is them against the world again. And I said, all right, okay. How do I feel about that? I think it's great if they could really just work through their issues and kind of have that fresh start. I always felt like their relationship just needed a jump start. That's why I think I always felt like for them, it needed a jump start, a major one. No one said cheating now, but you know, she likes it. We should support it. If we see any signs, everyone just yell, yo, Dr. Jackie, over there. Look, over there. No. But until then, now, Toya, it looked like she rented out like a club space, and you know that's not cheap. Renting out a space, period, is not cheap. Especially, So I'm thinking, I'm just looking at all the money. She has this red carpet. She has all these attendants. I'm thinking, what the? Of course, it's black themed because, well, black and green because we're in the green. It looked like you could either wear black or green, or maybe the ladies were supposed to wear black, and maybe the men could wear green. If it was the ladies wear black and the men can wear green. Oh, interesting. So we see a bunch of people. We even see Carrie. She was back. Everyone, what? Dr. Simone and her love for Damon, Dr. Heavenly's husband. It's so disrespectful and funny. It's funny. It's just more so funny and comical because you know how Dr. Heavenly is. Sidebar, it sucked because she was talking to her, when she was talking to, I believe it was her oldest, she was saying how the relationship is in a good place. He doesn't have to worry out there in school. He's like, oh no, I always thought you guys could figure it out. I'm thinking, oh, little did you know. The divorce isn't finalized yet, so I'm keeping hope alive. But if you guys didn't already know, Simone filed for divorce a couple months ago. And let it be known like weeks before the show ended. So I don't know how she did that contractually, but hey. So like, as I said, everyone's slowly coming in. Quad, of course, is a little bit later, which is to be expected at this point. I said, okay, for this party, that's all right. That's all right. Dr. Simone talked to Contessa, and Contessa still felt a certain way about Eugene saying what he said by using the N-word, calling them no. And the thing is that she was just like, culturally, I don't like that word. That whole phrase, it's not real. It's a social construct that was brought on by, you know, slave masters. How can you, really brought to life by us? I mean, how can you call black people like that's an action? Like, well, I'm thinking, well, you can say y'all need to stop acting like. And let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. We are black. We don't know how it is to be Asian. We don't know how it is to be Hispanic. Is Hispanic still correct? I feel like that doesn't sound right. To be Spanish, or to be Mexican, or to be Latin, or come from Latin America. And so we don't know what words they call each other. So I'm sure each group has words. I'm sure each group has words. We're black, so we only focus on the issue is our word is derivative of some slave master stuff. And so that's the main problem there. Because she said she brought him a book and maybe he needs to learn. And that I said, okay, this is really passive aggressive. My whole thing is he's right over there. I respect that. I guess maybe because that's Toya's husband, you're not trying to be confrontational. But being passive aggressive isn't much better. At this point and in this group, I feel like you should have been studying up on this group long enough. You get way more accomplished if you just put it out there than go and be passive aggressive. Being passive aggressive is what normally causes problems. I do like that that Heavenly and Eugene actually apologized to each other. Eugene started it off. He was like, Heavenly, you know, I want to, you know, not just do this in front of everyone, make it a big scene, because it was at one point like a one-on-one thing that we were having at the last event. And so I want to apologize for calling you that, obviously making you feel a certain way because of that. And she said, you know what? I accept that. I accept that, and I apologize just for my behavior in general as well. I said, wait a minute. What is going on? What is going on? This is great. But I was just thinking, what? No, this is great. But I'm just thinking, what? Because I believe that she just moved. Because she just seems like, yeah, you know what? It happened. I'm actually fine now. It is what it is. And so Contessa, because Toya was talking to Simone, and so Simone brought up the fact that Contessa felt a certain way. Contessa came over there, and they started to have a slight quarrel, and it was interesting because it irked me because it almost made me feel like Contessa was trying to say, like, I understand why she was upset, so that's not the issue. That is not the issue. My issue is it almost feels like now you're going at Toya for something her husband said, even though her husband and everyone acknowledged it, that he is willing to apologize. He's not just sweeping it under the rug as if, oh, he was right for saying something like that. And so Toya was just trying to downplay it, and I said, no. He did say something offensive, or that was at least offensive to a couple of people in the group. So this is where you don't downplay. Do not speak for Eugene. Even if you're right, do not speak for Eugene. Do not speak for your husband. And so then Toya, she reversed what she was saying. She said, you know what? He said something that was very offensive to you. And so just going forward, he and myself, we won't say anything like that to you. So I said, okay, I'm glad. I'm glad. This is the maturity that I was hoping for. Say what your problem is. Confront your problem. Stick in your feelings and how you want to be represented. And if someone respects you enough, then they'll say, look, I wasn't even trying to make it a thing. I'm not trying to go in here, call you N-word, all that stuff. So we're just going to drop it. That's just something I'm not going to trust you as. And that's it. So I said, thank God. And then Toya was like, look, where's the opera singer? Because there was an opera singer there. And she did her thing. Those notes, I was with Mariah on that. I don't drink alcohol, but trust and believe, I've been drinking something. And I'll be like, oh, not the glass. She will have been hitting them high notes. I will have been hitting whatever counter notes are to cancel that out. Because no, I will not be out here. What the heck? I just realized what Quad was wearing. I said, that is see-through as all. Okay. Anyway, Quad is there, and Greg is talking to Dr. Simone about their relationship. And it's not in a good place. You know, he feels like he tries, and Quad just kind of does the whole, oh, okay, yeah, whatever you're doing, it's not good enough. It's not what I need. It doesn't work for me. Thanks, but no thanks type of mentality. And Quad essentially feels the same way. She just feels like she's trying, she's working, she's actually saying what she needs, and he's not doing it. She's talking to Jackie about that, and Jackie's just like, look, obviously I've been through a lot of strife in my relationship. I don't want that to be your situation as well. And so Toya and Eugene, they're just like, thank you for being there for us when we were going through some real mess. And ladies, they kind of have this coming together moment, and they attempt to do a circle, like a group circle, where they discuss the stuff that they were going through this year, this season. Dr. Jackie, obviously, with her relationship stuff, and how she's out on the other side and she's moving forward. When it gets to Quad, Quad was mute. Quad was quiet. As a Quad said nothing. She said, no, I have no problems. I have no issues. And then the group pretty much stopped talking there, and the circle couldn't be completed because it's like, we know that you have stuff going on. And Quad's just like, at this point, I don't feel like saying what, talking about my marriage. And I said, all right, that's fair enough, I guess. But it must be hard being in a group where it's like the sister circle and one of your sisters don't want to talk and share their feelings. Now, Eugene and Quad have a sit down, and they rehash the same thing over and over again. Don't talk over me. Don't disrespect me. Eugene, like, I'm sorry, Greg. Greg said what we knew. Greg wants kids. Greg wants kids. The thing is, he keeps saying, downplaying what Quad's done for him, because the thing that he really wants, which is children, Quad isn't giving him. And so that's the reason why he's downplaying everything else. Is it right? No. I didn't realize that there was such an age gap. 36 versus 50? That's two different stages of life. That is not the same stage of life. Let's be very clear. And so Quad storms out of the house. He stormed out of the confessional session because he was just like, I'm tired of this. I'm done with this. Each of them keep bringing up divorce. And as of now, there isn't a divorce on the table. It's kind of just like pending. And so that's it. Next week is the part 1 of the reunion. Now, the next week reunion part 1 most likely won't be up until either the following week, or I can see what I can do, but most likely it won't be up until the following week. Won't be able to do that. Actually, all of my videos, well, actually, because next week I'll still be, okay, yeah. So that's it for now. Like I said, 7 seconds, I will be doing a review. I need to stop putting that out there because it's a really good show, but oh, it was draining. It was so good. I was like, oh, we need a season 2. Oh, we need a season 2 where obviously same general premise, but different story. I'll buy into it. Now that's a great, and the acting, whew, I felt it. I felt everything that we were supposed to feel. I felt it.